tell us a little bit about your role with EB?
Yeah, sure. So I'm the community manager. So essentially everything that has something to do with the community, I've got my hands in somewhere. I'm part of the core events team, so organising stuff like the expo as well. I'm in charge of all of the social media for us, and yeah, we do midnight launches and a whole bunch of stuff like that on the side as well.
So EB Games Expo, first time in Sydney. What made you guys move it down from Brisbane to here?
It was kind of a natural decision for us because Sydney is kind of, the hub of where everything is. It also has a lot more space for us. The Gold Coast was amazing, and we really loved that place as a venue. But Sydney is a lot bigger. It means that we can expand a lot more, and we've got a really good relationship with the Sydney Showgrounds now. So we've actually signed a contract with them to be here for the next 3 years.
Yeah, more from you guys here.
Yeah. So we're here till 2014, and then who knows? We haven't made that decision yet, but we will be here for the next few years.
Cool. So obviously this is a gaming expo, so you guys have had lots of video games, also lots of panels. Could you briefly go over lots of panels of people who could have been, watching or spinning?
Yeah, sure. So this is the first time that we've introduced that sort of element to the expo. We've done a few things like panels with developers. So the Ubisoft guys have gotten on board heaps, and every session we've had a Q&A panel with them. So the developers from Assassin's Creed and one of the developers from Far Cry have actually gotten on board, and people have been able to ask them questions and talk to them about the game, which has been great. We've also had stuff like the Women in Gaming panel, which has been hosted by Geekbomb, and there's been lots of professional women that work within the gaming industry talking about their role within the industry, how they got there, and all that sort of stuff. And the reaction to those kind of panels has been fantastic. We are beyond thrilled with how they've gone. We plan to do a lot more in the future like that.
So obviously you work for EB, so are you a gamer yourself?
Absolutely. I kind of grew up with gaming, as a lot of us do. Started by playing SNES with my best friend. I never had one myself, but I went to my friend's place pretty much every day so he could smash Mario Yoshi's Island. My first console was a PlayStation 1, and I've pretty much owned every console since then, so yeah.
So have you had an opportunity to check out any games on the floor yet? Or?
I haven't. I've been so busy. I think today is going to be my day though. I've been eyeing off the booths since we set them up on Tuesday last week, and I had a bit of a look at the EA booth while I was chatting to some of the people there, and pretty much every single booth looks incredible, and I want to make sure that I at least get a few seconds at each one checking them out.
So you haven't played the Wii U yet?
I haven't, but I really want to do it today. I was supposed to go to one of their events where they were showing it off to people, but unfortunately I was too busy setting up my area to be able to get a chance. But I'm really looking forward to seeing it. From all of the things that I've heard online, it's actually really cool, and Zombie U's been a big hit, which is cool because when I saw the trailer for that, I was very impressed from the E3 stuff that they did. So being able to get my hands on it is really, it's going to be really exciting.
Cool. So what's the favourite thing you have been able to see so far?
A lot of the stuff's been in my area, so I don't know whether that's biased or whether I can actually say it, but I kind of had tears in my eyes when the Ladies in Gaming panel was happening, because it was such a hard, big effort between myself and the Geekbomb girls and all of the ladies that rocked up and helped out with it. The actual being able to pull it off and put it together, and seeing that people were actually getting on board and getting into it was just incredible. I was so happy, and yeah.
We noticed there's a separate area for the independent guys out there. Are you guys looking to support independent gaming in the future? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. That was the whole point of the homegrown gaming area. Australia doesn't really get a look in with that sort of stuff, and there are some very talented developers out there. So that was pretty much the entire reason that we set up the Homegrown Gaming Pavilion, because there are so many talented developers out there, producing some really quality work that, we want to give them the chance to showcase their stuff. And there's a lot of people in Australia that are really interested in that sort of thing as well, and there isn't really a forum for them to be able to, check all these games out until now.
Time for a final question. Also, we're Caps Computers. We love our games. We were wondering, what is your favorite game of all time?
All time? It's got to be the Mass Effect series. I've got the Renegade tattoo on my wrist.
Oh.
So, yeah, I'm obsessed with Mass Effect. I do like old school, like Mario, all that sort of stuff as well. But, yeah, I'm good with anything that has a good storyline.
Sweet. Well, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much. Cheers.